What's up, YouTube? So I'm up in my hometown area for the weekend, and I figured while I was still up here, I'd do a new video, sort of reintroducing myself to the platform, tell you guys a little bit about myself and some potential future plans too. So yeah, throughout this video I'll just be talking, and I'll be at various places I hung out at while growing up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, now back at my old elementary school. Great to be back. Had a lot of great times here growing up. Yeah, so for a little bit about me, when I was growing up as a child, I guess I really just wanted to be a dad when I grew up, or like a fireman. A bit later on, it was I wanted to be a soldier in the army. I was probably after watching some war movies when I was a kid. But yeah, I didn't think about that kind of stuff too much when I was growing up. I really just wanted to play outside, play with friends, play N64, that kind of thing. Great times. Yeah, well, growing up, I was quite the slender child. Like when I was in high school, I was a freshman in high school. I was the same height which I am now, and I only weighed 150 pounds. So that same year, my freshman year, I started to work out at the YMCA down the street from here. But yeah, I didn't really get, too big, muscular, athletic until like maybe the end of my junior year in high school. And by the senior year in my high school, though, I was, 235 pounds, pretty lean. I could bench 325, which is not bad considering I started pretty late and I was like, so skinny. So after high school, working out was, my favorite hobby by then. I was really skinny, but then I got, pretty big, pretty strong. I even wanted to be a professional bodybuilder for quite some time, which is kind of silly, but, I didn't really know about genetics at the time. But, I was, pretty big, pretty lean, pretty strong. But in 2013, I actually had a minor pec tear while doing a negative rep with 405, so that kind of derailed that, mindset. Eventually I was able to do bench press again, but anyway, enough about the working out stuff, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit and start to talk about my friends in the next location. Okay, so now I'm here at South Park Mall. Spent many, many hours here over the years. Now, especially over there, inside of there, that's where the card shop used to be located. And yeah, when I was in middle school, I started to go to Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. And while going to those tournaments, I met a group of friends, some of which I'm still pretty close with today. But yeah, we played Yu-Gi-Oh together. Then eventually we switched to a Star Wars Miniatures game. Yeah, we had a lot of great times there, but we eventually started to go to another card shop on the Iowa side of the river, which you'll see next. And here we have where used to be the card shop on the Iowa side of the river me and my friends would go to often. Ugh, God, so sad. So the card shop was called Epic Games, and I don't know, I believe it was maybe 2009 it closed down. Yeah, me and some friends had so many great memories here. And just down the street, I'll now take you to the McDonald's we would walk to, where I ate many McChickens. And yes, unfortunately, we are at the McDonald's me and my friends used to go to every Thursday night when we went to the card shop. It is closed down now, as you can see. Of course, my favorite McDonald's, one of the few closed down McDonald's I've ever seen. Of course, my favorite McDonald's had to close down. At this McDonald's, the workers nicknamed me McChicken because, every Thursday I would eat as many McChickens as I could. My average was 10, per sitting. I eventually got up to 12. That was my record, 50 minutes, I think. And yeah, they'd give me a free 32 large Coke every week. It was awesome. Yeah, and so that table in there, where that white sign is, and there's a round table, that's where we would sit. I would always sit facing, towards where I'm standing right now. Great times. Okay, so now to segue into my YouTube channel, but first I gotta back up a little bit. So as I've been talking, last couple of minutes, it's been about like my friends I played, Yu-Gi-Oh with, Star Wars with, etc. So how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh was from a friend. His grandparents lived next door to me, so that's how I knew him. When he showed me his Blue Eyes White Dragon card, I was instantly hooked. So that's how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh. That's how I went to the place in South Park Mall, the first card shop I mentioned. And I met that group of friends, and then we came over here to, spend every Thursday with, and we hung out other times. So, a member of that group of friends, my card playing friends, a member of them worked at a grocery store, and in 2013, I needed a job. So he helped get me a job at a grocery store. So a couple years later, working at that job, and this new guy came in, and I helped train him. And, we became friends. And he actually gave me the first, location of an abandoned building, and I was kind of interested in abandoned places thanks to the Top Fives channel on YouTube. Other cool channels like that too, but Top Fives is my favorite. But anyway, so in 2017, that's when I explored my first abandoned building, which my new friend at the grocery store told me about. So yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh kind of got me into urban exploring in a way. It's just a long chain of events. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that scenic shot of the Mississippi River. And this is my favorite oak tree in my hometown in Illinois. So I think I'll wrap up the rest of the video back in Missouri, as I'll be heading back there early tomorrow morning for the update portion of the video. But just one more shot of my hometown before I go. Okay, so now it's the next morning. I'm almost back in Missouri. I decided I'd stop in East St. Louis before I would go back. But yeah, not too much of this video left. Just kind of want to give you guys an update. Talk a little bit about potential future plans with the channel and myself. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the top. Alright guys, so yeah, time for the update. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, eventually I'm going to want to upload other videos other than urban exploring, and that's not to say I won't do any urban exploring videos anymore, and maybe even my next upload will be an urban exploring video. But yeah, a lot of my content ideas are travel related. And, it just kind of depends on, my life decisions in the near future, like what state I move to. I lived in Illinois most of my life. I've been, across the river in Missouri for a little over a year now. So, yeah, we'll just have to see. Okay, guys, so I am finally back in Missouri here in my room. So, if you guys have made it this far, I appreciate you all very much. So, please like and subscribe. And I do hope to have some new content for you guys very soon. So, until then, take care.